In today's video, we are going to learn about biological molecule. Basically, this is our second chapter, so let's start. So firstly, what we will cover in this video, we are going to start with the introduction, like what is biological molecule. Further, we move on to the significance, the metabolical processes, and then there is a very interesting quiz waiting for you in the end. So, introduction to biochemistry. As we know that biochemistry is basically a branch of biology that deal with the study of chemical components, right? So yeah, it deal with the study of the chemical components along like chemical components and the chemical processes that take place in the living organism. Okay, so that take place in the living organism. So this is the branch that deal with the chemical components and the chemical processes in the living organisms. So what is its significance? Like why ये important क्यों है? A basic knowledge of biochemistry is essential for the understanding of the anatomy and the physiology because all of the structure of an organism have biological organization. ये इसलिए बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है क्योंकि ये हमें एनाटमी और फिजियोलॉजी बताती है, ठीक है, हमें स्ट्रक्चर और फंक्शनिंग के बारे में बताती है क्योंकि जो एवरी ऑर्गेनिज्म इट has some sort of biological a sort of biochemical organization, right? So that's why it is very important and its significance. So let's take a look at one of its example that can give you a better overview of this. So example is that photosynthesis, right? Another example can be of the digestion, right? So these are some of the examples, right? एक और भी हम example ले सकते हैं जैसे कि muscle contraction. So these all are example of biochemistry. ठीक है उसके बाद हम देखते हैं कि ऑल लिविंग थिंग्स जो हैं वो सर्टेन केमिकल कंपाउंड से बनी हुई हैं ठीक है जो कि ऑर्गेनिक भी हैं और इनऑर्गेनिक भी हैं तो अगर हम एक टिपिकल जैसे कि ये एक एनिमल सेल है और एक ये बैक्टीरियल सेल है अगर हम इसे देखते हैं तो क्या केमिकल कंपोजिशन है एक बैक्टीरियल और एक मेमेलियन सेल की इफ़ यू सी द वाटर this one then the inorganic ion and the organic molecule these are same राइट उसके अलावा अगर आप देखें तो प्रोटीन दे मेक 15% टोटल वेट ऑफ द बैक्टीरियल सेल 18 ऑफ द मेमेलियन सेल कार्बोहाइड्रेट 3% of bacterial cell and 4% of the mammalian cell then there is lipid DNA and RNA which account for 2 1 and 6% in the bacterial cell and 3 0.25 and 1.1 in the mammalian cell so this is what the chemical composition of the bacterial and the animal cell look like right then, what is metabolism? So, metabolism is basically the survival of an organism that depends upon its ability to take some chemical from its environment and then use them to make chemical of its living matter. Like एक survival of an organism ये किस पे depend करता है? The ability to take some chemicals, right? To take some chemicals, right, from its environment and use them to make chemical of its living matter. So this is what metabolism is, right? So इसके बाद हम देखते हैं कि basically there the living organism life of an organism it depend upon the ceaseless chemical activity of the cell and the chemical activity is maintained with a higher degree of organization जो भी केमिकल रिएक्शंस हैं ठीक है वो एक सेल के अंदर जब वो प्लेस करती हैं तो हम उसे क्या कहते हैं उन केमिकल रिएक्शंस को कलेक्टिवली हम मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेसेस कहते हैं ठीक है और ये जो मेटाबॉलिक प्रोसेसेस हैं दे कैन बी एनाबॉलिज्म एंड कैटाबॉलिज्म एनाबॉलिक रिएक्शन क्या होती हैं एनाबॉलिक रिएक्शन दे ऑलवेज नीड एनर्जी एटीपी इज एनर्जी right and they always catabolic one, they always release energy. This is the major difference that exists between the catabolic and anabolic reaction. जो इसमें एनर्जी है वो कैसे रिलीज होती है, क्योंकि यहाँ पे जो कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, ये जो कॉम्प्लेक्स मॉलिक्यूल हैं जब ये ब्रेक डाउन होते हैं, ठीक है, तो उसकी वजह से जो एनर्जी रिलीज होती है वो यहाँ पे कैटाबॉलिक रिएक्शन हम उसको कहते हैं, राइट उसके बाद देयर इज quiz, right? That is for you guys in the end. So, as we discussed earlier, that water made dash percent of the total cell weight of a bacterial cell. So, according to you, water made dash percent of the total cell weight of the bacterial cell, how it would be like 70%, 60%, or 5%? If we move a little back to our previous slide, like this one. Here you can see that water made 70% of the bacterial cell. So here the right option that exists is 70%, right? Then dash reactions requires energy. कौन सी reactions हैं जिनको initiate होने के लिए energy required है? Are these catabolic reaction? Are these anabolic one? Or are they redox reaction? As we have just learned in the previous slide here, that it always the anabolic reaction that always required energy in order to process their reaction. So it's the correct answer here is the anabolic reaction always requires energy. So, today we are done with this lesson, and if you guys have any query, you can ask them below in the comment box, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much.